Greg Corrier, 37 Rockwell Road. Just to help for clarity so I understand. Is it not true that the $1 million was put into this account and all three selectmen voted unanimously to have that maintained in there?
You're speaking to the 420 account?
Correct, this account. Originally, there was proposed to put $1 million in there, is what the Board of Finance brought back. And it's my understanding the Board of Selectmen re-reviewed and put this back forward to them.
That was Board of Finance.
Put the $1 million in. And then, when you went back and it was re-reviewed, did it go back to the Board of Selectmen to be re-reviewed or not?
No.
Okay. And then at the meeting, it was reduced to $750,000 at the Board of Finance meeting later on, at the second meeting after the public hearing.
Correct.
And that was voted upon by a majority of the Board of Finance.
Correct.
Thank you.
Any other comments on this motion?
It's something really brief.
It's a second, make sure the
Go ahead.
Through the moderator, I want to know, because this reval is really stuck in my head, and it reminded me when Mrs. Foster spoke, that my reval, my house went up $10,000. My increase for a year is going to be $400. It's not going to be $65. So I want to know where that average came from. Was it 65 or 35? I can't remember. Through the moderator to Bob Kozlowski. And the value of $217,000, I just want through the moderator for him to explain where those numbers come from.
The 217 is the number that we've used the last few years. So to be consistent from one year to the next, we use the 217 again this year. But if you divide that back by 70%, it comes back to $310,000. A home that's worth $310,000.
You're saying the average assessment, he's saying the average assessment is 217.
The amount that you're going to be taxed. So you take the 217 times the mill rate, and that's going to be a tax burden.
Right. Well, mine is, I'm not living large, so 217 isn't living large, but I've lived in less large than that, and mine is 400. So when I did the math.
Are you asking for clarification?
Yeah, I just want clarification of the number that was quoted as being the average amount that it would cost a taxpayer in Bethel. This mill rate increase.
That was the amount that was the average home on the last reval.
How much?
217.
How much
So
would
if you divide
they?
that back by the 70%, you get the $310,000.
I want to know how
So-
much that means it will go up in extra, like in the taxes, when people pay their quarterly taxes.
So you take the 217 and multiply it by the mill rate, and that's going to be a tax burden for the year.
Okay, could you do that and tell me what the average is? Did you say, at one point somebody said $65 a year?
Correct, that's the increase in the mill rate on a $217,000 home.
Thank you.
On the value of that house.
Yes, that's what I was fishing for.
No, 3454, I'm sorry.
35, okay.
35.
Mine isn't 35, it's 400.
Bob Leonard, 11 Evergreen Drive. I think it's time that we put our faith in the Board of Finance. They've worked hard to get to this point. They've come up with a plan. They were elected to do that, exactly that, to put this town on a good financial basis. I would move the question. Thank you.
Bob moves the question. Who was the second? All those in favor of moving the question? Aye. Opposed? The motion that's on the table is, shall we reduce line 420, subsection 370 by $400,000? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Nay. The nays have it. We're back to the main motion, is the motion on the town budget. Any further comments on the main motion for the town budget?
I have a question.
Yeah, I have a question. I mean, the purpose of this annual town meeting, which we've had since 1855, is
used to be a day-long meeting, so an hour or two, I suppose, is too much. But it's to elicit information. Now, I have a question on the highway road maintenance account.
Your question?
What, to the chair for Bob Kozowski, how much is left in that road maintenance account? You know, there's a the Highway 402 account.
I don't have the exact number at this time, but I think it's pretty much, all the bills haven't all come in because they get reevaluated. There's always mistakes in invoices we receive. So we probably won't have that until early spring, which is now. But I haven't gotten a final number on it, but we're looking at probably a zero amount left, a very minimal amount.
In the road maintenance.
That's right. Mhm.
Just a little background again, when I was on the Board of Finance, we were faced with a choice back in 2010 of either long-term bonding, I think the figure was $10 million, or we chose to go ahead the short-term bond. And we made a mistake that first year when we went to the short-term bonding. I think we bonded for $2 million, and we stripped the amount of money out of the maintenance. I think we brought it down to $75,000 or $100,000. So I haven't been on the Board of Finance in a few years, but the goal was to get that number back up to $500,000, which we thought was enough to take care of the average road maintenance for a year. Now this figure of $200,000 is quite a bit above that. I'm not going to make a motion to reduce it, though I see that the selectmen did choose to offer a lesser amount. But there, $800,000 is considerable amount, and it's a big increase over the existing budget, another $300,000. That's going to, unfortunately, drive taxes up a bit more. Thank you.
Thank you.
Michael, 27 and a half weeks, easy question. Town side employment, any new positions in the town side government?
Yes.
Where?
Police department.
What would it be? What is it for?
Police officer.
A police officer?
One new one.
Well, I recall when we were voting on the police department, the new building, that the public hearing, that a question arose, will the building need more police? And we were assured that we would not be hiring new policemen because of the building. I'm going to go back in those minutes and make sure I remember what I'm saying to you. But I think that the public hearing on that building, before we voted, there was an assurance that they would not need new personnel. I just want to make that as a point that I remember.
Thank you. I'm Bill Hillman, 86 Walnut Hill Road. I have a question. Should a capital item be removed at this meeting, be it from question 3 or as I had proposed earlier on capital non-recurring, isn't it possible under our charter that the Board of Selectmen could request a special town meeting for a capital item, including the list Mr. Manfreda gave, at any point during the fiscal year?
Although that does speak to motion 3, I'll allow the question for procedural purposes.
The question is, if something be removed.
If something is not voted in the affirmative at this town meeting, can the Board of Selectmen propose to the Board of Finance a capital item during the year that can be handled by a special town meeting or subject to referendum?
Well, you're talking about the capital account, correct?
A capital item.
Okay, a capital item, that's what I want to make sure. Yes, it could be done. If it's removed tonight, then what would happen is the referendum, if it's still over $1 million, the referendum then would have that one item removed from the ballot, and they could bring it up at a later date, but what's going to happen is it has to go back to the Board of Finance to be approved, and then it can go on to a town meeting.
So to my point earlier, related to my prior motion, which was defeated, the items that Mr. Manfreda read out, had that been approved, my motion, could be subject to a special town meeting at some point.
Bill, I need
during
some
the fiscal year.
clarification. Your first question was to actually motion 3, which we've not gotten to yet. This question is actually back to motion 1.
Yes, in other words,
All right, so please ask
had the 400,000 been taken out, on my defeated motion. The capital items that were suggested by Mr. Manfreda could be subject to, or could have been subject to a motion by the Board of Selectmen to the Board of Finance for a later special town meeting or referendum.
That's correct.
Thank you. With that, I'd like to move the question. Question number one.
Question has been moved,
Second.
and it was already seconded, but thank you. On moving the question, sorry, Bob. You moved the question, who seconded the motion?
Second.
Got it? All those in favor of moving the question, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Now to the main motion. All those in favor of the town, the first motion for the town of Bethel. You know where we are. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed?
Nay.
Motion carries. Thank you. The second motion, would the town council please read?
Pursuant